Good evening, friends. That Gaming Author here, and today is Monday, April 11th. I believe that's today. I lose track of the days pretty easily, as I'm sure you can tell. And it's it's 5:16 in the evening. So I wouldn't consider it late necessarily, but it's late enough. I really need some water. We were on phones all day, so my voice is a little sore. Not sore, necessarily. I don't think that's the right word. My voice is tired. It feels like if I speak too much, it may turn into a sore throat, so I'm going to be careful. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I did not drink enough water today. So, I'm planning on recording an episode of Pokemon Crystal after this, but I might not have the usual energy I normally have just because my voice is so weak at the moment, and I'd much rather not get a sore throat when my job involves talking to people all day. Also, I thought you guys would appreciate this nice view. Look at those cuties. Hey, Jumper. Oh, look at that big boy stretch. Hey, Tremble. They've both been sleeping for a good chunk of the day today. Oh, Jumper cuddled into Tremble. We have the sweetest cats, even if they can be little jerks sometimes, but I feel like all cats can be jerks. That's just their nature. It's how they are. I'm sort of taking my time with this vlog because, like I mentioned, my voice is a little strange, so I don't want to speak too quickly or too loudly. Hopefully this volume's sufficient enough. But yeah, I do want to talk about my day, as well as how my day yesterday went, since I recorded a vlog in the morning yesterday, as opposed to evening now. I guess yesterday was what you might call a productive day. Also, I'm just kind of pacing around. I tend to do that a lot, so don't mind me for doing it. It was a pretty productive day, more or less. I think I talked a little bit about my day in the Pokemon Crystal episode I recorded last night, but I tried getting the lawn mowed finally. I went to the gas station, finally filled up our mower with gas, and then I tried for many hours to get the lawnmower started, because it's a pole mower, so it's entirely manual, and you need to, prime it and then pull the cord to get it started, and sometimes that works perfectly fine, but it did not yesterday, I tell you that. I'm gonna take another sip of water. It did not work one bit for some reason, and I can't say I know why. Also, yeah, I'm switching hands because this one's getting a little tired. So, with that, I considered that mission a bit of a failure, and I accepted it and decided I'd move on. Then after that, I watched Scott Pilgrim vs. the World because I found it, and it was free on Amazon Prime with ads, and I was like, you know what, I'll watch it, why not? I've been wanting to watch it, and I was upset when they removed it from Netflix. So I watched that, and then the movie suggested after was Dead Poets Society, a Robin Williams film that I've never seen before, which I was very surprised by. I was thoroughly impressed with the film. There were a few problematic moments here and there that definitely dated the movie, a few jokes that would not be acceptable in, today times, but the movie was actually really good. And Kayla came in, and I was about an hour in before I had to go pick Kayla up from work, and she watched from the halfway mark, because it's like a 2-hour film, so pretty lengthy, and she watched from there, and a certain scene towards the end of the movie ended up making us both cry for, well, certain reasons I won't disclose because they're too personal, but, and also spoilers, but it was just a powerful scene in general. I was, like I said, thoroughly impressed with how they did it. Oof, I'm not very good on my enunciation right now. My enunciation job is a little subpar, but I figure that's okay. While we're stopping over here, I'm gonna grab another sip of water. I'll probably end up refilling this cup soon too. And then after that, we watched a few YouTube videos. We got food. Or no, we might have gotten food before or after. Because there was one point where we took a nap. And, well, I took a nap. Kayla just laid in bed and was on her phone. And I slept for 3 hours. I was very tired for whatever reason. Well, I guess I can't say for whatever reason. I did wake up very early that morning to walk to work with Kayla. So that's probably why I was so tired. And then we got food. We watched some more videos. And I started doing some, I wouldn't call it self-improvement lessons necessarily. They were more just things I wanted to work on in general. I watched some videos from an amazing YouTuber called Struthless, which is, it's like the word truthless but with an S at the beginning. And he has some amazing videos that are just incredible for any artist in any field. And I ranted about that in last night's Pokemon episode as well. If you didn't watch that, or if you did watch it, you know what I mean. I just spent plenty of time talking about the importance of passion and everything, and ranting about a lot of philosophy and psychology that I would absolutely rant about right now, but I don't think I have the voice for that. I'm more than awake enough for it. I am not super tired necessarily, but yeah, I'm definitely out of it. After this, I might take a short power nap before recording Pokemon. Maybe see if getting a small amount of sleep will help prepare my vocal cords. I might even take a cough drop if we have any. I might have given our cough drops to my mom, so if we don't have any, that's probably why. I'll just make sure to not drink more coffee for the rest of the night, and I'll primarily have water. Whew. Felt my voice get all scratchy. Yeah, so I was watching all those videos, and a lot of them were about finding your passion and sticking to it. And that's what I've been trying to do. I have been struggling to figure out what it is exactly that I'm passionate about, and part of it is writing. Writing has been a huge part of my life, and I want to cultivate that still. I'll still continue writing my books, there's no worry about that. But I guess I hadn't stopped to think about the things that I want to cultivate as passions, if that makes sense. Like, something I wanted to do more of was acting. But one of the main reasons why I haven't done acting since 2018 is because of how out of shape I've been. I'm not breathing heavily. I was about to kind of judge myself for breathing heavily just for pacing around the house, but I'm not actually breathing heavily. It's just my sinuses are clogged up, so sometimes I need to stop and take a deep breath to really get some air in my system. But yeah, acting is something I've been wanting to get into. And I figured doing these YouTube videos is one way to cultivate that hobby and make it more of a passion. And that's why I want to kind of do YouTube for a whole month straight. I want to do at least one vlog and one Pokemon video a day, even if it's just grinding. I want to improve on my improv abilities and just, you know, put me in a situation where there might not be much to talk about on screen, so it'll force me to come up with things to talk about, maybe potential topics of interest, just to see, or to get my brain going, and be more creative when I speak and multitask, which I apparently struggle with, even though I'm just walking around the kitchen and pulling words out of my butt. Yeah, and that's one skill I've learned I want to cultivate. So starting yesterday on the 10th, I've resolved to make at least 2 YouTube videos a day. One Pokemon and one vlog. And sometimes maybe I won't be able to make Pokemon. Maybe I won't be able to access my laptop or something. So with that, I'll at least make it one video a day. If I can record one vlog a day for a month, maybe it will turn into a habit, and we'll see where it goes. So May 10th, my goal is to have 30 vlogs, 31. I don't know how many days of the month there are in April, but we'll find out, I suppose. I might look on a calendar and, well, I'd post it in the comments, but, you know, hindsight is 20/20, so if you're watching this, chances are you've already looked at a calendar and know, or you just know inherently and you're smarter than I am. That's probably the likely of the two, to be honest. But yeah, after all that, I recorded that Pokemon video where I just did a little bit more grinding, and we're finally almost done with what I consider to be my first actual grinding session, which has taken many hours. I've been doing level grinding since episode 3. So it goes to show just how long I've been doing this, but who knows, maybe there's an audience for that, maybe there isn't. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it. I enjoy talking, apparently, which I didn't think I did. For the longest time, I've considered myself more of an introvert, but, you know, after quarantine and just being stuck inside for so long, I feel like I miss people. I feel like I miss being around people and being able to talk to them and share stories and listen to other people's stories. I miss that a lot about, you know, going out and living in the world. And I realized that it's not that I'm an introvert. I think the reason I felt so drained around people was because I was spending my energy with the wrong kinds of people. Now, that isn't to say that's how everyone is. I do have a lot of amazing friends that I love and have spent plenty of time with. But I think the reason that I felt like an introvert is because maybe I was just around a crowd that didn't fully understand me. So I felt like I didn't really have much of a right to talk. Or, on the other hand, it could have also just been me being self-conscious. That was always an issue of mine growing up in general, and as I became a new adult, that was also a problem I'd face. So, I guess that's another problem or another hurdle I wish to clear. I want to start spending more time with people, you know, in person, safely of course, social distance, all that. And, I just want to see people again. I want to enjoy the company of friends, hear their stories, and see what's going on in their lives. And hopefully run an in-person game of Dungeons & Dragons. I haven't been able to run my online game for months. The initial reason was just because everything was busy, I was tired, and everything was draining. But now, I work full-time again, and chances are that my work schedule is not going to align with the schedules of my players. So that provides a bit of a problem. And I'm hoping to fix that eventually. Either way, I recorded that Pokemon Crystal episode and then went to bed. I went to bed pretty late, to be honest. I didn't go to bed until after midnight, which is pretty late for a work night, but I woke up just fine. Actually, on that note, I woke up early this morning. I woke up... my initial plan was to wake up at 5:05 and go out and take a walk. But then I kept waking up in the middle of the night because our room got way too hot. So I was just uncomfortable, and by the time it was almost 5, I turned off that alarm and turned on my alarm for 6:30, which is my usual wake-up time. But I just kept waking up in the middle of the night. Kayla... Even she got really hot in the room, and that never happens because I'm the warm one and she's the one who's cold all the time. But the room just got so hot for no reason. The heat wasn't even that high. And we had our window open, which also makes no sense because it was freezing outside. So she opened the door and put the fan in front of the door. So the cats got in and woke me up, which I didn't really mind at all. I just kind of woke up with them, gave them little scritches on the top of their head. And then I saw the clock. It was about 5:40. And I just thought to myself, you know what? I'll just wake up now. I'll go out and take my walk, really take my time and enjoy it. And then I just started my day. And that's pretty much it. Excuse me. I went on my walk, I meditated, I fed my cats, got some coffee, and then started the workday. The workday went about as normal as a workday would, or as one might expect. And then after that, I got some food, said bye to Kayla as she went to work, and I just finished watching another movie. I kind of want to watch more movies instead of YouTube videos because I feel that watching a movie it can feel like more of a commitment, but then I remember I've sat through multiple episodes of Critical Role in a row, so I feel like an hour and a half to 2 hours isn't much of a commitment by comparison. So that's what I'm doing. I watched this kind of cheesy, nerdy movie called Knights of Badassdom, and the main reason I wanted to see it is because I saw it had Peter Dinklage in it, and I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but when I read the novels, I imagine Tyrion as Peter Dinklage, or Peter Dinklage as Tyrion, however the name's pronounced. I think it's Tyrion. And, I don't know, I guess I just have a natural affinity for Peter Dinklage, and I saw he was one of the main characters, so I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. It's a nerdy movie about a bunch of LARPers who accidentally summon a real demon. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like the kind of movie I'd enjoy. It was really cheesy, but I actually enjoyed it. It was a fun time. I wouldn't consider it, like, the most artistic movie in the world, but, I mean, I'm not a movie critic. I watch things to enjoy them. I don't watch them to criticize them. So, I had fun. It was a fun watch. It wasn't bad by any means either. I don't mean to insult the movie at all. It was actually pretty good. And they had some good actors in it too, a lot of nerdy actors. I've seen in other nerdy stuff. And it was fun. I rather enjoyed it. And that leaves us to where we're at now. I'm just pacing around the house, watching the adorable kitty sleep, and drinking water. With that being said, I'll probably go ahead and end the vlog off here, and get some rest, and record more Pokemon Crystal. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.